Going on for the first superset of today, it's gonna be highlighted in orange. We're gonna be starting off with a B stance barbell hip thrust. So you're gonna grab your barbell, you're gonna set it right on top of your hips. You can always use a pad if you need to, so a yoga mat or something of that sort. And you can also use a dumbbell as your option if you need it. You're gonna go ahead and walk your feet out. And if you're loaded with weights on both sides, you may just be able to roll it over your legs instead. But since I don't have that for showing, we'll just do this to start. So one leg is planted on the ground, one foot is planted on the ground, opposite foot, we just have our heel on the ground. So my right leg is the one that's working. My chin is tucked. I'm gonna go ahead and thrust my hips up, really just working the right glute. We're gonna hold for 2 seconds at the top. So 1, 2, and nice and controlled on the way down. So a nice hold at the top. You should feel this firing up the right glute, and then you'll switch to the other side when the right leg's completed. And taking this off of me and moving on to the second exercise is gonna be the assisted tricep dips, which for this one, if you're at a commercial gym, they do have a machine for it. Again, the more load you add to it, the easier it is. The less load, the harder it is, and the more body weight you're moving. Since I don't have that at this gym, I'm just gonna use my bench to show you what it looks like. So we have our hands just about shoulder width apart. I'm gonna walk the feet back. I'm gonna straighten out my legs. It makes it more difficult. Chest is up, core is engaged. 1, 2, 3, drive up, hold 1. So nice and controlled on the way down. My glutes basically touch the floor and I'm back up. Moving on to our next superset, it's gonna be highlighted in green. So for this one, you're gonna grab 2 plates at your commercial gym or any elevated surface, because our goal here is to elevate the back of the heel. So we're gonna set them on the ground side by side. You're gonna grab a weight and you're gonna put it right at your chest. Make sure that your heels are on top of the elevated surface. Toes are slightly pointed out. Chest is up nice and tall. We're going down for 1, 2, 3, drive up, hold 1, 1, 2, 3, drive up, hold 1. If you need an option, just get rid of the elevated surface or do body weight instead. Moving on for our core movement, and our second exercise of the superset is gonna be our scissors. So you can do this on the ground or on a bench. You're gonna make sure your lower back is in contact with whatever surface you're on. You're gonna have your shoulders slightly up off of that surface. Feet come up in the air, core is engaged, feet come out nice and wide. We're crossing one foot over the other. Option, the higher you take your legs, the easier it is for you to complete this movement. And you can also bend the knees as well. Moving on to our renegade row, we are gonna be doing this on the ground with 2 dumbbells. For this one, you're gonna have your dumbbells right underneath your chest. You're in a plank position. Make sure that your feet are just about shoulder width apart. Hold tight with the core. You're gonna bring the elbow in towards the core, and you're gonna bring the dumbbell in towards the hip. So again, shoulders stay down, core is engaged. We're not rocking from side to side. If you need an option, go ahead and bring it to your knees for this one, and still make sure that you're keeping a neutral spine. For our metabolic finisher today, we're gonna be finishing with 2 exercises, one being your kettlebell swing. For this one, you're gonna have feet just a little wider than shoulder width, toes are slightly pointed out, chest is up, shoulders back. Grab the kettlebell or a dumbbell if you don't have a kettlebell, and drive through your heels, squeeze your glutes, and thrust your hips forward. You're gonna be knocking out 50 total reps. Then moving on for our kettlebell push press. You're gonna knock out 25 reps. You're gonna have the weight sitting right on the outside of the shoulder, palms face each other. You got your feet just a little wider than shoulder width. Slide in the knee, press up, palms go forward, head pokes through, nice and controlled on the way down. 25 reps for this one. Go lighter on the weight if you need to. Your goal is 2 to 3 rounds.